Welcome to StartupHakk. I'm Spencer Thomason, and here at StartupHakk, we love to train software developers and build custom software solutions. I do a lot of work as a fractional CTO. With over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development, I've mastered the art of transforming technology teams and products. So today we're diving into some alarming news that's making waves across the tech world. Chinese government-backed hackers have reportedly breached U.S. internet security. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like something straight out of a movie, but unfortunately it's very real. The hacking group, known as Volt Typhoon, has been exploiting vulnerabilities in telecoms and critical infrastructure, and the implications are massive. So let's break down what happened and what it means for developers and how we can protect themselves moving forward. Let's dive in today. All right, so let's dig in exactly what went down here, right? So according to the reports, a hacking group linked to the Chinese government called Volt Typhoon has been exploiting a zero-day vulnerability in telecom infrastructure. This isn't just your run-of-the-mill hack. These guys are targeting critical infrastructures which could have serious national security implications. The vulnerability they exploited was in Versa Direct, a network management system used by telecom providers. And the scary part, they've likely been at this for months before anyone even noticed. So the scale of the breach isn't very small. It isn't just a localized attack. It's widespread and across multiple sectors. So including telecoms and internet service providers. The hackers were able to gain access to sensitive data and could potentially disrupt communication networks across the U.S. The implications here are huge, not just for companies involved, but for national security as a whole. We're talking about potentially access to everything from government communications to emergency services. So now, why should you care? Well, this breach highlights just how vulnerable our infrastructure is to cyber attacks. If a foreign government can infiltrate critical systems, it raises serious questions about our ability to defend against more significant, potentially catastrophic attacks. This isn't just a wake-up call. It's a blaring alarm that we need to take cybersecurity more seriously. And that means everyone from developers to government officials need to step up their game. So, you might be wondering, how do these hackers manage to pull this off? So the answer lies in exploiting a zero-day vulnerability, a flaw in the software that's unknown to the vendor and therefore had no patch available at the time of the attack. This kind of vulnerability is the holy grail for hackers because it gives them a window of opportunity to infiltrate systems undetected. The lesson here for developers is clear. We need to be vigilant about securing our code and the systems, and that means staying ahead of potential threats before they become exploits. So now, speaking of developers, what can we do to stop these kind of attacks? As developers, we're on the front lines of cybersecurity. Everybody is. I know a lot of people say, well, I just write back-end code or whatever. Everybody is a frontline defensive. It's our job to ensure that the software we build is secure from the ground up. This means adopting best practices like regular code reviews, penetration testing, and staying up to date with the latest security patches. It's also crucial to foster a culture of security awareness within our teams. Remember, security isn't just the responsibility of the IT department, it's everyone's job. So, one of the key takeaways from this breach is the importance of collaboration. The Volt Typhoon attack was discovered thanks to a joint effort between U.S. intelligence agencies and cybersecurity firms. This kind of collaboration is essential if we're going to stay ahead of the bad guys. For developers, this means working closely with security teams, sharing information about potential threats, and being proactive about addressing vulnerabilities. We're all in this together, and the only way is to win is by working as a team. So now, also, we love to make sure that we love to train software developers here at StartupHakk. So make sure you go back and check out our free videos because we've done hundreds of free coding samples and also talk about a lot of different security practices. So make sure you go check out our previous videos and download those free coding samples. So make sure to like and subscribe to the channel because we bring a lot of great stuff. So another interesting aspect of this breach is the role that AI could play in the future cybersecurity efforts. Eric Schmidt, former CEO of Google, was talking about how AI can be both a threat and a solution to the cybersecurity space. On one hand, AI can be used by hackers to automate and scale their attacks. On the other hand, AI can be a powerful tool for detecting and responding to threats in real time. As developers, we need to start thinking about how we can leverage AI to make our systems more secure while also being aware of how it can be used against us. So this breach isn't just a U.S. problem. It has global implications. Cybersecurity is a worldwide issue, and attacks like this one demonstrate the need for international cooperation. If we're going to effectively combat cybersecurity threats, countries need to work together to share information, develop standards, and coordinate responses. For developers, this means being aware of global cybersecurity trends and understanding how the software we build fits into the larger picture. So what happens now? The U.S. government and private sector are working together to mitigate the damage from this breach and to prevent future attacks. This isn't the end of the story. It's likely just the beginning. As technology continues to evolve, so too will the tactics of cyber criminals. This means we need to stay together, vigilant, and you as a developer need to keep learning and be ready to adapt to new threats. The battle for cybersecurity is ongoing and one that we all need to play a big part in. So we love to train software developers, so make sure you check out our previous videos because we have hundreds of different coding samples. So make sure that you like and subscribe and check out the previous videos. So one of the most important things you can do to combat cyber threats is to educate ourselves and others. Cybersecurity is a constant evolving field, and it's crucial that we stay up to date with the latest threats and best practices. For developers, this means taking the time to learn about cybersecurity, attend training sessions, and sharing knowledge with our peers. The more educated we are, the better equipped we'll be able to defend against attacks like the Volt Typhoon breach. Now, let's not forget that the human factor here. While technology plays a critical role in cybersecurity, it's the people behind the technology that make the difference. This breach is a reminder that we need to stay sharp, question everything, and never become complacent. It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day grind of development, but we can't afford to let our guard down. The stakes are too high. So, to wrap it all up, this breach is a wake-up call for all of us in the tech industry. We can't afford to take cybersecurity for granted. I think the battle between other nations is going to be in the cybersecurity trenches. It's time to take action, whether that means implementing stricter security protocols, educating our teams, or collaborating with others to address these threats head on. So as developers, we have a responsibility to protect the systems that we build and the people who use them. Let's raise the challenges, get ourselves aware, and make sure we're ready for attacks. So, in summary, the recent breach by the Chinese government hackers is a serious threat to U.S. internet security. The Volt Typhoon group exploits a zero-day vulnerability in critical telecom infrastructures, highlighting the need for better cybersecurity practices across the board. So as developers, we're on the front lines of this battle, and it's up to us to ensure our systems are secure. The future of cybersecurity depends on collaboration, education, and a relentless commitment to stay ahead of the threats. So what are your thoughts? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I love having a good discussion, so make sure to leave a comment and make sure to like and subscribe. Here at StartupHakk, we love to train software developers in our coding boot camps that we are now licensed in the state of Arizona and to build custom software solutions. So reach out and we'd love to help. Hit the links down below or check out StartupHakk.com today. Or if your company needs help building out custom software solutions for your company, check out StartupHakk.com/Spencer and we'd love to help you out with those. And otherwise, we'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel because we bring you lots of great tutorials and tips that every developer should know. See you next time.